Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the site of the future home of your RIT Tigers, the Gene Polisenni Center. My name is Rocky Parada, and it is a pleasure and an honor to be here with you today. Now, you know it's a big, monumentous event here at RIT when you have three factors all coming together. Richie, the Big Goon, and Stu Zamboni. So you know there's something going on. Well, as everybody knows, we are here today as we break the ground for the Gene Polisenni Center. And it is my pleasure to introduce to you the starting lineup for today's groundbreaking ceremony. For your RIT Tigers, starting at President, Dr. Bill Dessler. At Senior Vice President for Student Affairs, Dr. Mary Beth Cooper. And Executive Director of Intercollegiate Athletics, Lou Spiatti. And in his 14th season as head coach of the RIT men's hockey team, Coach Wayne Wilson. The coach of the NCAA Division III National Champions, Scott McDonald. And starting at interpreter, Gail Macias. And now our generous lead donors to the Tiger Power Play campaign at RIT Hockey. From the Polisenni Foundation, Wanda Polisenni, Greg Polisenni, and Valerie Polisenni Wilcox. Tom Golisano. Steve and Vicky Schultz. And finally, J.M. Elaine. Fans, we are also joined today by two elite NCAA Division I hockey teams, the men and women of the RIT Tigers. And finally, please welcome another elite hockey team who formed our entry tunnel today. Ladies and gentlemen, the Rochester Monarchs. And now one more time for our starting lineup for your RIT Tigers. And now, ladies and gentlemen, direct from her office, which is over there, but she's up here right now. Please help me welcome Dr. Mary Beth Cooper.
Good afternoon, but before I get started, how about we give Rocky a round of applause? I might suggest to you that he is the best voice in Rochester and maybe the nation, but certainly the best in Tigerland. Thank you, Rocky, for all your time. So here we are. Who'd have thought? Dave Foss and I were talking about that a little bit earlier. I mean, it just seemed like it was 2 or 3 years ago we thought, can we do this? And we are doing it. You all are here on a very, very exciting day. I'd like to first welcome back all of our alums and our parents that are here for Brick City Homecoming Weekend. Welcome back to Rochester. And to all our friends from Rochester that are here supporting us on this very important day, we're so glad that you are with us. This is a day that we've been thinking about for a while, but in particular, we've been thinking about it since 2004, when we made the decision to take our men's team to Division I. We knew that we were going to need a great deal of time, talent, and treasure to be D1 competitive. However, what we didn't know, that both of our teams would treat the RIT family to a level of outstanding play and excitement that would include some amazing victories, numerous Atlantic Hockey and ECAC championships, a trip to the Frozen Four, and a Division III national championship by our outstanding women. I would say that they earned their new home. Don't you agree? Yeah. So on behalf of the men's team and the women's team, but really on behalf of all of RIT students and alumni, and especially our corner crew, we want to say thank you very much for being here. Thank you for your commitment. We look forward to great, great years ahead. I want to say a special thanks to the Polisenni Foundation, to Mr. Galisano, Steve and Vicki, JM, and all the donors that made this possible. Thank you very much. It is now my pleasure to bring forward the man whose vision this really was, your RIT president, Bill Dessler. Bill?
It was less vision than getting out of the way, to tell you the truth. Welcome, everybody. Fantastic day. Yeah. Today we celebrate the start of construction for what may well become the best-known building on the RIT campus. The Gene Polisenni Center will be the home for RIT's nationally recognized Division I men's and women's hockey teams, starting with the 2014 season. Now, you know, Wayne and Bill, what about the 2013 season? Couldn't we do this in just a year? Sure. Yeah, there you go, okay. For many people around the country, this arena will be the unofficial face of RIT as they watch the Tigers compete on a national stage. For thousands of hockey fans who will travel to this campus with their favorite teams, and they do tell me that there are a few people who like teams other than RIT, they will come, yeah, that's right, they will come to a stunning new facility that offers comfort and style that is on par with our team's competitive level. And many thousands, even millions more, will watch RIT hockey from the comfort of their homes via NCAA hockey television coverage. They will see a facility that makes them want to learn more about a school that produces such a fantastic fan experience to go along with the world's best educational programs and two amazing teams. Now, this is a big project. Big in size. I don't know how many of you noticed the balloon piles out there. There are 4 corner balloon piles which show the outline of the building. It's also big in the commitment needed to bring this to life. But in true RIT fashion, we have assembled a top-notch varsity-level team we need to build the Greg Polisenni Center. You might say that we've put together the ultimate construction hat trick. Oh, well, you know. I thought it was good, you know. Leading off, under the direction of RIT Senior Vice President for Finance and Administration, Jim Waters. Where's Jim? Hello. Jim is leading a facilities management team that is expertly managing this project. We are also thrilled to have BBB Architects join the team with their exceptional expertise in ice arenas and sports facilities around the world. And finally, our newest recruits, Chase Construction Services and the Hunt Construction Group will serve as construction managers, making this a truly winning team. Yeah. When it is complete, this arena and the two teams and campus community it will serve will ignite RIT Tiger spirit in a way that is unique to athletic competition. Alumni across the country, and we have 111,000 alums across the country. Students here on campus and friends from the Rochester community have supported RIT hockey in its upward climb to the highest ranks of D1 competition. Their love of the sport and of our Tigers has connected them to RIT more deeply than we could have imagined. You can't put a price on that relationship, and for those who watched the men's NCAA Frozen Four appearance or the women's 2012 National Championship, the first of many to come for both teams, I might add. Right? Right. Yeah. This signature sport for our university has introduced many people to RIT for the first time. I know for certain you can't put a price on that marketing value, or if you could, I could never pay it. So we're here today to celebrate the start of a new arena for hockey, but in reality, it's for the students, the alumni, and the Tiger hockey fans in the community and across the country. They are the beneficiaries of the gifts that made this possible, as much as the student athletes who will play here. And it is on their behalf that we thank the generous donors that have contributed to this project. And I would be remiss if I did not acknowledge the work of the development and alumni staff and volunteers who have been scouring the country in search of the thousands of donors needed to make this vision a reality. Yeah. This important work will continue as we reach for the finish line of our Tiger Power Play campaign. And as most of you know, we've now raised between $9 and $10 million of a $15 million goal, and we are only at the halfway point in our campaign, so we're doing very well. I want to introduce you to some of the very generous fans of Tiger hockey. With us today are Steve and Vicki Schultz. Would you stand up for a second? Yeah. No. Stay up there. Okay. Steve and Vicki kicked this whole project off just about 2 years ago when they made their first commitment to Tiger Power Play. These two loyal RIT alumni have been committed to RIT and our hockey teams since they were students here. As Steve has gone on to a successful career at pictometry, he's always held RIT close to his heart and has recognized this campaign as the one he truly felt called to support. Steve and Vicki, thank you so much for your dedication to RIT and Tiger hockey. And our thanks also to two of RIT hockey's biggest fans, your sons, Skylar and Hayden. Yeah. There they are. Thank you. Next is my friend J.M. Elaine, another alumnus of RIT. Come on, stand up, J.M. Yeah. J.M. found two passions that he could bring together in this project, his love of hockey and his business of creating stunning professional scoreboards and video display boards. J.M. has been at the helm of Translux Corporation since 2010, and he and the company will be providing a state-of-the-art scoreboard that will be the focal point for those in the Polisenni Center at each home game. J.M., we're so grateful for both your generosity, but also for the knowledge that you bring in helping us construct this arena. Thanks so much. We are also pleased to welcome a personal friend of mine and probably our most steadfast supporter to campus. As a member of the RIT Board of Trustees, and thank God he doesn't come to many meetings because I'd be in big trouble if he did, a respected businessman and one of the region's finest philanthropists, maybe the region's greatest philanthropist. Tom Golisano, stand up, would you please? Woo! We all know that Tom has made a tremendous mark on this campus well before we started this project. We are so pleased that he joined the effort to bring this arena to life in honor of his friend and former business partner, Gene Polisenni. Tom, we are so grateful for your leadership of this project and for the many ways that you have made an enduring impact on RIT and the entire Rochester community. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Golisano. And we are also very grateful for the support of a number of other individuals and organizations, many of whom are with us today. For example, Paul Wilmot and the Wilmerite Corporation. I don't know if Paul's here, but if he is, we thank you for your generous support. Bruce Bates, I know he's here, our trustee, wonderful contributor. Yeah. The Davenport Hatch Foundation, I know Tom's here. Thank you so much, Tom. Greg and Cheryl DeMichael. Remember our great goalie from that Frozen Four season? That's their son. So delighted to have you here. Zeke and Jane Duda. Zeke's another alum who's made good and returned some of that to the alma mater. Brian and Linda Hall. Brian's the next chairman of our Board of Trustees. He couldn't be here with us today, I don't believe, unless you've snuck in somewhere, Brian. But in any case, we thank him and his wife for very, very generous support. And LaChase Construction and their president and CEO, Bill Goodrich. Bill, great to have you here. And Wayne LaChase, who watches over Bill, is also here. Wayne, great to have you here. And Tom and Nan Hildebrand on their own. Tom, we owe you twice. Thanks very much. And finally, Marty Musey, President and CEO of Paychex. Marty, thanks so much for your support. And finally, we are joined today by donors who, along with Tom, helped us name this arena. From the Polisenni Foundation, we're joined by Glenn Pizzullo, Greg Polisenni, Valerie Wilcox Polisenni, and of course, Wanda Polisenni. Would you please stand up for me? Come on now. Yeah. The Polisennis have been great supporters of the Rochester community for years. When Wade Wilson began talking about the need for an NCAA-approved arena, the Polisenni family took an initial interest. As many of you know, Gene Polisenni was involved in the Rochester community hockey for years and spent many hours talking hockey with his good friend, Tom Golisano. But in much the same way that this arena isn't just about hockey action, Gene's love of the sport wasn't just about the athletic competition. Gene saw sports as a lens through which a community can define its self-image. He saw this happen firsthand as he devoted time and effort to building adult and youth hockey teams in Rochester. And he saw it happen on a larger stage in the immense gratitude the people of Buffalo had when Tom bought the Sabres. At RIT, hockey has demonstrated that ability to build community, both on and off campus, in precisely the same way and will continue to do so at even greater levels once the Gene Polisenni Center becomes the home of Tiger hockey. We're so grateful for the passion that Gene held for this great game and for his love of the Rochester community. We are also so grateful that Tom Golisano and the Polisenni Foundation chose this project to honor Gene's legacy, and we'll be honored to call this beautiful new arena the Gene Polisenni Center. Thanks so much. And now it is my pleasure to invite Wanda Polisenni to come up for a few words. Would you like to do that? Your son's going to talk, but you can talk too if you want.
My son's going to talk.
Okay.
He's better at it. But I just wanted to, I'm really moved by this. I want to thank Tom, who went back many, many years with Gene. They were brothers, and more so than anything. I want to thank him for participating and helping us make this building in honor of my husband. I'm so thrilled for all of the hockey players, all the students at RIT. It's a wonderful thing. We're thrilled to be a part of it. I'll let my little boy say something.
Thanks, Mom. Bill? My arena, my section. I got that covered. And I actually thought it might be tough to get tickets. Just to talk a little bit about my father, yes, he was hockey. He lived, he breathed hockey. And if you have a conversation with my mom, she'll tell you all about it. I actually think there was a point that he tried to start that aftershave. I think it was called Lakeshore. Tom will tell you about it, but that's kind of creepy. He lived and breathed hockey so much that when I was a kid, it quickly became our family sport. Then after a few years of him buying hockey equipment for my older brother, I suddenly wondered why I was a Pete Rose fan and I got a baseball mitt for Christmas. Hence, my baseball career began. But he loved hockey so much. Starting all of these, leagues growing up. I mean, he played until he was older. He dragged us to the boys' club, to Lakeshore, and then, my brother growing up playing. Hockey was everything. And it's just great to be here on this campus because my father was hockey, and RIT is hockey. And he would travel the world to find a great game. And that's what we have here. I mean, the Frozen Four, nationally known now. And I think this arena is going to bring more national exposure to RIT campus on a whole. We've seen what it has done for other colleges in the area, and it's going to do it here as well. And I look forward to seeing it. So I congratulate RIT and the president and staff for what they have done. And how more fitting is it for our family to be involved, but my father's best friend, Tom. How about another round of applause for him? So we look very, very forward to the construction of this and a great season coming up next year. Congratulations to RIT on behalf of my family and foundation. I thank you very much for this opportunity to be part of your campus. Thank you.
Wanda, thanks again, and thanks too for you. I mean, on behalf of everybody at RIT, we just can't thank you enough for what you've done for us and what this will mean to our community, but also, I think, to the community of Rochester. Let's plan to meet back here 2 years from now to cut a ribbon and officially open the Gene Polisenni Center. Yeah. Now, on behalf of our two outstanding hockey teams, I want to ask head coach Wayne Wilson of our men's team to offer his perspective. Wayne?
Thank you. What a special day today is. The only thing they told me was I should be in charge of the weather, and I thought I did a pretty good job of that. So my job is done here. My guys probably don't want to listen too much to me here anyways, but on behalf of Scott's team and my team, the men's and women's hockey teams, what a great thing. And I've been here now 14 years, and I've seen the program grow, and to finally have a new rink, which will not only help our teams, but our campus, our community, just where we are on the big things as far as the hockey community goes, it's going to make it very, very special. lot of people to thank. Obviously, the ones that are up here are donors. We couldn't have obviously done it without you guys. Others out there also that have contributed. We really needed support, and it's not the easiest times to get the support, but you really believed in what we were doing here as a university, what we can do for the community, and we appreciate your support. It tells us that we're doing the right things here at RIT, and we appreciate that. To our leadership, our president, right on down to our vice presidents, athletic director, just our leadership on campus. 14 years, it's been 14 years till we got a new rink, but it's been 14 years of unbelievable support that I know I have felt that I've received since I've been here for 14 years, that the players that have played here in the past have received. And it's been a lot of hard work over a lot of years to get to this point, but it's been certainly worth it. And I really, the players that have played here in the past are alumni. We have one person, I do want to recognize Darryl Sullivan back there. He's looking over his shoulder. I wonder who he's talking about here. But one of our first coaches here at the university, and the things that he would have had to gone through. I mean, never mind our new locker rooms we have, never mind the old locker rooms we had. They had no locker rooms. But there was a special group of people that started playing club hockey back here in the early 60s that didn't have locker rooms, equipment, the fans that supported them, but they loved the sport and they started playing here. And as the sport grew and Darryl took charge of his first teams, and all of a sudden they started winning some championships and started going from practicing at midnight to getting good ice time at 10 o'clock at night to finally now getting afternoon. I mean, there's been a lot of hard work, and it's certainly very appreciative of their efforts, because without them laying that groundwork at a rink downtown to where we're going to be moving from the Ritter to now the Gene Polisenni Center, I really appreciate all their efforts to get our programs, both our programs, to where they are today. So it's been a lot of hard work. We've enjoyed every minute of it. I know since we've been here, we're really looking forward to the new rink. We love the old rink. We are appreciative that we are making room for a bigger, stronger corner crew, if that's possible. Our band, who have been left outside the tent, it's been great for them. They start with us. And then looking at tomorrow night, knowing that the last 3 years selling out Blue Cross at 10-5, this rink is certainly long overdue, and looking at a rink that's going to be sold out, 4,500, and you can actually get a ticket with a seat on it, so that if you have to go to the restroom or get popcorn, that your seat's still going to be there when you get back. I think that's going to be pretty neat. People are going to start saying, yeah, I'll go to the game now. I got a seat, and I can actually move around a little bit and still have a seat. So for everyone out there, for your support, I guess I thought I was coming to a groundbreaking and a pep rally broke out here. This is awesome, and thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
Thank you, Coach. Nicely said. And now, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to ask you to please direct your attention right here in front of the stage, where the RIT Tiger groundbreaking team is going to be taking their positions now. The groundbreaking team is going to be joined by the representative from the men's hockey team, number 27, Chris Saraceno. Representing the women's team, number 10, Kim Schlottman. RIT's mascot, Richie. Richie's a heck of a skater in his own right. And the president of RIT Student Government, Taylor Deere. All right, we're getting our participants assembled over there. They're getting their digging tools in hand. Now, groundbreakers, I have to remind you, okay? All NCAA rules are in effect. There's to be no hooking, no slashing, and no high sticking. And no throwing dirt on the announcer either. Okay. We're almost there. Okay, we've got everybody lined up. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to say, and I hope you'll join me in saying that we will officially commence construction on the future home of the RIT Tigers, the Gene Polisenni Center, in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,